All right, and we are back for day 2 of the FIBA World Cup. We got another 4-game slate here. A little bit disappointed with the contest, not going to lie. Only 2K to first. Surprise! I thought it would be a lot bigger for the USA. So hopefully we keep throwing these, and Draftkings will make them bigger. If you guys want up-to-date information, you can check my Patreon. A little bit more in-depth player pool, roster construction videos, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. Link down below. I'll also be posting some player props, but let's just get right into the video. Again, short on time here with just so much going on with this and with the NFL preseason. If you guys are playing the NFL preseason, check out my video breaking down the 3-game slate today. But we'll start off with Venice. Well, first, let's take a look at the odds here. So basically, all 4 of these games have pretty significant blowout risk. Venezuela and Slovenia. Slovenia 21.5-point favorites. China and Serbia. Serbia 19.5-point favorites. New Zealand and USA. USA are 37-point favorites against New Zealand. Then Ivory Coast and Spain. Spain are 24.5-point favorites here. So a lot of games have massive blowout risk. We'll start off with Venezuela. So looking at some box scores here for Venezuela, there's 2 guys that really kind of stood out to me looking at some of these warm-up games for Venezuela. So it's going to be Soho, and it's going to be this Colmenares guys. Colmenares, 31 minutes in this warm-up game against Brazil and 34 minutes in this warm-up game against South Sudan. He went for 19 points, 3 rebounds in this game, and in this game, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So all the other minutes kind of spread out for Venezuela. If you just kind of take a look at these box scores, they're relatively spread out. Yeah, so Colmenares is a guy that stands out at 6.6K. And then the other guy I wanted to mention here is Soho. Again, this game, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. In this game, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. He's down here at 6'1". So those 2 kind of stand out as probably the guys to look to if I'm going to play anyone on Venezuela. On the Slovenia side, well, it's hard not to like Luka. He should be close to 100% owned. I know this game is. I know this game does have blowout risk, but if you just look at the other stars in this slate, like Luka is just a guy that it's hard to avoid him. So, like in this game against Japan, it was a massive blowout. He in 27 minutes, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. In this game against Spain. Let's see. Luka went for 17 points, 5 assists, I think 6 rebounds. So, yeah, I mean, and Luka, I think, is the best bet up in the slate. But as far as value goes here for Slovenia, there's a couple guys I wanted to mention. So, I think the guy that stands out the most, maybe Mike Tobey. He should start the 5. In this game, he went for 11 points, 10 rebounds. Again, just not a bad point per minute guy for Mike Tobey. In this game, 10 points, 8 rebounds, and he's only 5.5K. So I like Tobey a good amount. Again, Luka at the top. If you wanted to look to some other starters in these games, they started Pereira. I'm going to botch a lot of these pronunciations, but these were the starters in that game. In this game, I don't think you can tell the starters. Prepelic is a guy that I remember from the Olympics. He's not a bad point per minute guy either, 6.8K, so I wanted to mention him. And then Zoran Dragic, not Goran Dragic, should get a decent run as well. But I think it's really Doncic and Tobey, the main guys. And then I'll monitor news, see who they end up starting here. But Prepelic was another guy I wanted to mention. And then if you are curious about the rosters, you can go check out this page. They give you all the rosters. So this is the roster for Slovenia. Again, Luka, Tobey, the guys that I probably like the best there. All right, let's move on to China and Serbia. So China, so this Lee Kyer is actually Kyle Anderson, I learned. He's going by Lee Kyer on China. So if you look at the China box scores, no one really stood out outside of Kyle Anderson, who in this game went for 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. China are pretty significant dogs, but you should just get a lot of run here for Kyle Anderson. So I think he looks pretty good. Outside of him, though, not a ton that really stands out. So do I have another China box score? I don't. I mean, Z Key played 24 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. let's see, where he's priced at 8-1 though. I would just rather play Kyle Anderson though, but I think those two are probably the guys, and then monitoring starting lineup. Let's move on to Serbia. Serbia, taking a look at some of their box scores. Bogdanovic started in this game, 15 points, 7 boards, 5 assists. He should be the clear go-to guy, and he's only 6.7K. So I really like Bogdan Bogdanovic as an option here for Serbia. Looking at the other box scores, though, minutes are relatively spread out. This Marko Guduric started, though, and did play 28 minutes. Nikola, I'm not even trying to pronounce his name. He played 29 minutes. He had a pretty big game. Or plus minus, I guess he had a pretty big game again. These box scores sometimes can be hard to read. He had, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. So let's take a look at what his price is. So looks like he's down here at the flat min at 4K for Serbia. So that stands out as a pretty good option. Let's see. Do I have another box score up here for them? I don't. But what else was there? Jovic came off the bench in this game. He only played 16 minutes. Filip Petrusev also started. He was on the 76ers Summer League team. He played 18 minutes. So there are some options here outside of Bogdanovic. So you got Jovic at 4-4. If Jovic starts, I would like him a lot more. We just mentioned him, but again, the min price starting center. If he starts again, Nikola, he would stand out as a really good option. He played 29 minutes. Marko Guduric played 28 minutes. Let's see what his price point is. He's 5.3K. So there's definitely some value here for Serbia. This is a game they should be able to win as well. New Zealand and USA. So not going to be a ton to like here on the New Zealand side. Let's see. I think I have a few box scores up, though, for New Zealand. I do. This Delaney guy in this game played 30 minutes, went for 12 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. He is, I believe, pretty cheap. Yeah, he's the flat min price 4K for New Zealand. In this game, he played 22 minutes, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So he's probably the standout for me to New Zealand. Again, they're going to get destroyed here by the USA, like absolutely destroyed. But looking at the box scores, other than that, it was kind of spread out. Let's see, was there anything else? Wetzel in this game played 25 minutes. Let's see, what did he play in this game? 17 minutes. So it might just be Delaney for me in a game that they're probably going to get destroyed. And again, Delaney is the flat min price. So if he starts, he's probably the guy. Now for the USA, let's go over the roster. So again, the Draftkings includes a ton of guys that are not on the actual team. This is the team: Paolo Banchero, Bridges, Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Halliburton, Hart, Ingram, Jaren Jackson Jr., Cam Johnson, Hester, Bobby Portis, and Reeves. Now here's the tricky part, is this game should be a massive blowout, right? They're, 37.5-point favorites is absolutely absurd. Also, I wanted to note that they do, DraftKings does have player props posted, so you can get like a general idea of what guys you want to look to. Kyle Anderson is a points prop of 14.5, but Bogdanovic is a points prop at 19.5. Again, that starting center that we talked about, his points prop is 12.5. New Zealand and USA. Let's just see what they have for New Zealand. I'm curious. But they don't even have that. Oh, they do have Delaney at 9.5. But yeah, the Ant-Man at 20.5. So yeah, you can get a decent idea of player prop, or by looking at the DraftKings player props there. But for the USA, so here's the tricky part, right? They're massive favorites, so I'm not expecting huge minutes really for anyone in the USA. I think it'll be relatively spread out. In, a game against Spain, that's where they're going to give their main guys a little bit more run, like the starters, like Brunson, Edwards, Reeves, Ingram, Bridges, Jaren Jackson, like the main guys like that. But in a game where it should be a massive blowout, let's see, I think I have one of these box scores up again. I have a ton of... I thought I had it up here somewhere. Where is it? Okay, so was this against Greece? Yeah, this was against Greece. Okay, so this is, I think, like a general idea of what you can expect. Like, this was a massive blowout, and the minutes are pretty spread out, right? So 20 minutes for Brunson, 17 for Ant, 10 for Jaren Jackson Jr., 22 for Ingram, 19 for Bridges. Like, they were really, really spread out. So for me, I'm not really looking to spend ups here for the USA. I'm not really looking to Ant. I'm not really looking to Ingram. I'm not really looking to Bridges. I'm looking to more of these cheap guys. So the guys I'm looking to, like Reeves, Halliburton, Walker Kessler, Bobby Portis, who, you know, might not play a ton of minutes, but he's going to be super, super productive when he's on the court. So those are the guys that I'm looking to mainly for the USA. Kessler, Bobby Portis, Halliburton, you know, guys that should smash in the time that they're out there. So I'm looking to more of the cheap guys here for the USA. And finally, Ivory Coast and Spain. Ivory Coast, kind of tough to find stuff on them. I think I have some box scores up. Yeah, I have a few here. Let's see. I think it's here and here. There wasn't a ton, and the minutes were not great for really anyone. So if I'm going to play someone on the Ivory Coast, I think it would be starters. But yeah, like some guys, you know, again, this like Abua guy played 6 minutes in this game. And then 26 minutes in this game. This Diaded guy played 32 minutes in this game. I don't even think he played in this game. So, yeah, Ivory Coast is going to be pretty tough. Kamara in this game, 20 minutes. Let's see, what did he play in this game? 8 minutes. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty tough here for me to feel good about anyone here in the Ivory Coast. And then finally, Spain. So Spain, I have a few box scores up here for them. So let's just go through some of them. Got the top guys I'm looking to. The Hernan Gomez bros. Willie Hernan Gomez should be very productive when he's on the court. Juancho Hernan Gomez should play a fair amount of minutes. Usman Garuba, I like Santi Aldama. Those would probably be the main guys here. Again, in this game, Aldama 14, 5 and 3. Juancho Hernan Gomez 11 and 7. Willie Hernan Gomez 13, 5 and 1. And then in this game, I think they actually gave the minutes. They played against Slovenia. They won. If you take a look at the minutes here, Juancho Hernan Gomez played 27 minutes, had a nice game. Let's see. Willie Hernan Gomez played 24 minutes in this game. Usman Garuba did not play in this game, or played like very little. So that is a little bit concerning. Aldama 24 minutes in this game. So those would probably be the main guys. A lot of those kind of, you know, former or NBA guys that were on NBA rosters. Hernan Gomez here at 8-8. Juancho Hernan Gomez at 4-9. Juancho Hernan Gomez maybe a little bit easier to get to, factoring in price. Garuba, if you get solid run, I would like him. Santi Aldama's there at 8K. So those are the main guys. Again, they have a lot of guys included that are not on. Like Marcus Gasol is not on the roster. So be careful. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for the video, guys. Again, if you're looking for more content, I'll have a player pool video. I'm gonna do a live stream for lock as well. If you guys are interested in that, you can check my Patreon link down below. But other than that, really appreciate you guys for watching. If you do enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. These videos do take a ton of effort, so if you do enjoy, make sure to smash that like button. And we'll see you all in the next video.